break into tech sales and stand out from other applicants. Meet the people in the company that you want to work for or work with. Reach out to them. It's a sales tactic. Put something on their calendar if they have the email out there. Shoot them a Starbucks gift card or a gift card in the city that they're in for a local coffee shop, tea, whatever it is. Provide value to them so that they can provide value back to you. Gain some insights from these individuals who've done it to give you the game. Build that relationship, the rapport. And what will happen is your resume may no longer be at the bottom of the barrel and may be at the top. And that's how you can get into sales. That's how you can break into sales. It's all about networking and telling your story. It's all about networking and telling your story. I'm going to jump back to the article. Jacob, he built relationships with HR and top account executives at Clue, sent video messages to the hiring manager, and persuaded sales leaders from Clue's prospect list to recommend him for the role. You guys saw it. Talked to my guy, Sam, right? I talked to my guy, Darius. Gave him a little bit of coffee. Sent him a gift card. Hey, Darius, I'm interested in this role. Will you recommend me? Oh, absolutely. I'll recommend you, Antoine. That's how you get your resume at the top of the barrel versus the bottom. That's how you get into the VIP lounge at the club versus you having to wait in line. You know people. They can vouch for you. You were bold. You did the work. You did the research. You didn't just blindly apply and expect for some miracle to happen. You have to connect with people. You have to build those relationships. And yes, it does feel uncomfortable at times, but you got to get used to it if you're going to do it in sales, because that's all you're going to be doing anyway. Connecting and building relationships with people so that you can make a whole bunch of money. And if you're feeling like you can't connect with people just on LinkedIn to start this journey, you're saying this. God damn! If you're saying that, then this sales may not be for you. It may not be for you. It may not be for you if you are uncomfortable reaching out to people and talking to people and helping solving people's problems, because that's what you're ultimately paid to do. So if you are reluctant, you're scared, maybe sales isn't for you. But if you're a type of person that says, Antoine, I got it, let's move forward, let's continue to rock on. Let's continue to rock on, okay? He persuaded sales leaders from Clue's prospect list to recommend him for the role. He knew he'd have to outsell his competition for the role, or he knew that he'd have to outsell his competition for the role, and that's what he did. Think about it, guys. Every role that you apply to, you know that there's competition. What are you going to do to stand out? Why should anybody take you serious? Why should anybody want to bring you in? What is it that you can benefit them? Or how is it that you can benefit them? What is it that you can bring to the table that can benefit them? It's no freaking different than you going on a date and trying to select a partner. But oh, I forgot. Many of you can't even do that shit.
Damn!
Oh, I'm sorry. You have to ask the right questions. You have to qualify. You have to research. You have to talk to people. Do you know this person? Do you know this person? How has this person been in this situation? What do you know? It's not about feelings. It's not about looks. It's about getting business done. Okay, and it's a competition. Know that when you submit that application, there's hundreds of other people that are submitting an application. So why are they going to choose you? Why are they going to choose you? Okay? Jacob knew he had to outsell his competition for the role, and that's what he did. The central thesis of how I broke into Clue was that I have to show them that I'm significantly more creative than anyone else they can hire. I'm more creative than anyone else that you can hire. That's what he leveraged to get in. Now, what is it that you can do? Your unique skills, how you've had success in other industries, other roles. Whether it's creativity, whether that's influencing and so forth, that will allow for you to tell your story of why you are the best candidate. I have significant more influence than anyone else that you can hire. You may know a lot of people. You may have a big network. Share that. Let that be your key attributes that will allow for you to get in. But you can only share that with people by networking with them, telling your story, selling yourself. Jacob's persistence paid off, but his experience also underscores how difficult it can be for someone outside of the industry to break in. Before launching the sales bootcamp pre-hire, Josh Jordan heard from thousands of sales reps who applied for tech sales positions and never heard back. Some of that has to do with differences between software sales and other industries like advertising or insurance. Jordan said, there are typically more stakeholders involved in SaaS sales, more complex relationships, and more tools to master compared to other fields. Getting back to the thesis of Mr. Jacob and how he broke into sales, again, he had to tell his story. I'm significantly more creative than anyone else that they can hire. Guy sent video messages to managers and so forth to put himself on the map. What are you willing to do? How are you willing to get that girl or that guy to pay you attention that you want to date? No different than what it is you're willing to do to get hired. Maybe it's show up professionally. Maybe it's come into the office. Maybe it's call and put something on their calendar. Being bold. Whatever it is, you have to have a plan and then just execute it and know what that is that makes you a great candidate. But the gulf between tech and other industries isn't as wide as it may seem. If a rep knows how to communicate value and tailor their approach to different buyer personas, they have the skills to succeed in tech sales, Jacob said. Breaking into the industry then requires understanding how those skills fit into the tech environment. Each one of you guys who wanted to get into tech sales, you have skills. You may have sales skills. You may have technology skills or whatever it is. You have skills. It's really about telling your story and getting your story into the right people's ears. Communicating what value you bring and so forth. But let's jump into just the 5 tips that Mr. Jacob provides that I stand by. Network with other tech sellers to become familiar with the industry. Read up on books and sales methodologies they recommend. If I would have reached out to my guy, what's his name? Darius? Hey, you know, Darius, you've been into this role for 2 years. What books do you recommend we read? He may say, Challenger Sales, something along those lines. What not to say? How to Become a Rainmaker. Any of those books he may give you. Find mentors who are willing to help you throughout the interview process. That's why you have Coach Antoine. Book a coaching session. www.blkheights.com. You want to prepare for what questions you may be asked. And I can help you with that. www.blkheights.com. Treat the hiring company and the manager like a prospect. Do your research. Do your research. Research the team, the product, the mission. Use that information to ask questions to showcase your communication skills. Get multi-threaded with inside the company. This helps insulate you from being rejected based on a lack of experience. Talk to multiple people inside the company, guys. Share what you've done in the tech side or other sales industry with other people so that they have a better understanding of who you are and how you can tailor your message to hit the right people. That's the cool thing about LinkedIn. You can talk to somebody from product. I can talk to Darius and so forth. And then I can be like, you know what, Darius, I know the product team is over here. Or I can talk to somebody from product and be like, hey, you know what? I'm talking to Darius tomorrow. What do you think? How do you think I need to tweak my message so that it resonates with them on the sales side? You've talked to the sales guys quite a bit. And they'll give you some advice so that you can then tweak your message so it resonates with Darius. At the end of the day, guys, it's this. It's how do you speak the language? If you go into a neighborhood in Mexico City and you're talking English and these people aren't well educated and don't know English, you won't be able to sell anything. So understand that you need to be able to talk the sales language so that you can tell your story, sell your story. Okay? Find unique ways to tell your story and showcase your skills. Jordan or Jacob, he used a video message or audio recording and sent that to the hiring manager to stand out. Could be a presentation that you've done at home. Find ways that you can stand out. People, if I got a presentation from somebody who's looking to get into sales and I was a hiring manager and they just all of a sudden sent me a video recording of them presenting our products, I'd be like, boom, I got a go-getter. He took initiative. He was bold. I want that person on my team. I'm willing to help him. Creativity. Be bold. Ask for more. Ask the right questions. It's important. You want to get into sales. You want to make some big time money. I'm going to tell you like this. You got to be bold. You got to be bold. You got to make sure that you connect and use LinkedIn. Let me change my background real fast, guys. Let me change it to the money green. Let me change it to the money green so we can talk about that green right now. Many of you guys who may be new to this channel may be like, Mr. Wade, you don't know nothing about no tech sales.